In the ancient halls of Norse lore lies a tale of unrelenting desire, a perilous journey, and the clash of wills between gods and giants. It is a story that weaves together themes of love, power, and sacrifice, revealing both the light and shadow within the hearts of the divine. Through its verses, we witness a struggle that tests loyalty, demands cunning, and ventures deep into the realms of magic and fate. This is the story of the Skírnismál, and this is How the Heathen. High upon the throne of Heathens, Freyr, the radiant god of the Vanir, sat gazing across the 9 realms. From his lofty perch, where none could hide from his divine sight, his eyes fell upon a vision of beauty so profound, it stole his breath away. Far in the land of Jotunheim, a giantess named Gurthur moved through her icy domain. Her skin glowed like polished ivory, her golden hair catching the light like embers in a hearth. Even amidst the harshness of her world, she shone as if the gods themselves had sculpted her. In that instant, Freyr's heart was seized by a love so fierce, it burned within him. But this love was no blessing. It consumed him like a smoldering fire, leaving him restless and hollow. The once vibrant god, whose laughter had filled the halls of the Vanir, now sat in silence, refusing food and drink. His father, Njordur, and his stepmother, Skati, grew deeply concerned. Confronting him, they demanded to know what had stolen his spirit. Freyr confessed, his voice trembling as he spoke of Gurthur and the unbearable ache of his unfulfilled desire. To love her seemed an impossible dream, but to live without her felt like a curse worse than death. Hearing Freyr's plight, Skírnir, his most loyal servant, stepped forward with a quiet determination. "I will win this woman for you," he vowed, his words firm as the roots of Yggdrasil. Freyr, desperate and reckless, handed over his enchanted sword, a blade so powerful it could fight on its own in battle. Skírnir accepted this precious weapon, knowing the weight of the task ahead. Mounting his steed, he set off on a perilous journey, traveling through frost-bitten forests and over jagged mountains that loomed like the bones of ancient giants. Each step brought him closer to the forbidding land of Jotunheim, where Gurthur's hall stood like a fortress carved from ice and stone. Within these towering walls, Skírnir came face to face with Gurthur, draped in silken robes that shimmered like moonlight. Her beauty was as overwhelming as Freyr had described. Her piercing gaze, cold and unyielding, met his as he began his plea. Skírnir spoke of Freyr, the god whose heart burned for her, weaving words of love and promise. He offered gifts, golden apples and glittering treasures from the halls of the Vanir. But Gurthur stood firm. She was no prize to be bought, no woman to be swayed by baubles of flattery. Her voice, sharp as a winter wind, declared her independence. If you're seeking wisdom for your own path, well, the modern HAVAMAL is a guide for the soul. Drawing on ancient truths and modern perspective, this modern reimagination of Odin's timeless teachings is a blessing for all that read it. And don't forget, every purchase helps fund American Heathen, a documentary exploring the stories of Norse paganism in America. Together, you and I can share this journey with the world. Yet Skírnir would not be denied. When persuasion failed, he turned to darker means. Raising his staff, he began to chant ancient curses, his voice cutting through the air like a blade. He described a grim future where Gurthur would live a barren life, shunned by all and haunted by endless sorrow. His words twisted through the hall like a venomous serpent, each one heavier than the last. The air grew thick with the weight of his magic, and even Gurthur, strong and proud, felt the icy grip of fear. At last she relented. Her voice, though unsteady, betrayed a flicker of unease. "In 9 nights' time," she said, "I will meet Freyr in the sacred grove of Bari." Her promise hung in the air like the final stroke of a hammer, sealing her fate. Skírnir lowered his staff, the storm of his threats dissipating as quickly as it had come. With her agreement secured, he turned and left, the tension in the hall melting away with his departure. Skírnir returned to Freyr with the news, but even the promise of Gerda's love brought little solace. 9 nights, Freyr cried, his longing swelling into a tempest within his chest. Each moment without her felt like an eternity. Yet, the course had been set, and fate would see it through. In the sacred grove of Bari, love born of passion and power, light and shadow, would come to fruition, binding the god and the giantess in a union destined to shape the realms. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the epic tale of the Skírnismál. Your support and time mean everything to me, and the mission of sharing Norse paganism with the world. And if you're hungry for more, don't miss my new weekly series, Wisdom Wednesday, where I delve into the sagas to uncover the life lessons that they hold and how we, as modern heathens, can bring their wisdom into our daily lives. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected. And turn on your notifications because I drop 2 videos a week and you don't want to miss any of my content. If you've enjoyed this saga, well, I've got another one you won't want to miss. The tale of the time Odin walked among mortals in disguise as Skírnir, testing the hospitality of a king. Click this thumbnail right here to hymn the Skírnismál like you've never heard it before. And as always, until next time, stay fucking savage.